We're back with some more Premier League action for round 8. We've already given our predictions, and now it's time to discuss what we think is going to happen on the pitch in the upcoming round of fixtures. First up, without wasting more time, Victor, we've got Nottingham Forest taking on Chelsea, and we know Forest have not been the same side we saw last season. Angie now that just came in is also under pressure as well, and there is even talk of him being sacked. But the question here is, will Forest poor form continue against Chelsea, or is there a chance they get a result in any way?
In one of our bold predictions bits, I'm actually backing Forest to win this one because I think Chelsea haven't shown enough for me at least to be convinced of what they can do when they're playing away from home. As I said, they only beat West Ham and Lincoln at home this season. I'm sorry, on the road this season, and everything else was very, very shaky. So I think that put together with the fact that everyone wants to see the Forest ship turn around, and they're playing at home. I do expect a bit of a surprise here. Whether it's going to be an outright win or a draw, I just don't really see Chelsea winning this one.
That's a pretty bold claim. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see after the game week. And over to you, Max. Brighton and Newcastle, they boast identical records so far this season. Same number of games won, same number of games drawn, same number of games lost. And in fact, they have the same exact points as well. And they are just shy of the top half as it stands. But the question is, who do you think will come out on top? Brighton v Newcastle.
It's hard to predict actually, but I just 100% feel like we're gonna see a lot of goals because both teams scored a lot recently. And I, for some reason, feel like Brighton is more capable of winning this one just because they're playing at home and they have pretty solid record at home. They won like 7 games and drawn 3 in the last 10 at home. So I'd say it's gonna be a tough one, but probably 2-1 in favor of Brighton or something like that.
Interesting. Anyways, back to you, Victor. 2 of the struggling sides in the league so far take on each other as Burnley, host Leeds. And the question is, who is the more likely side to get the win?
I mean, on current evidence, yes, sure, struggling sides, but one could argue that Burnley look definitely much less equipped for life in the Prem than Leeds do. I'm leaning towards Leeds for this one because they are the better side, and I'm just not convinced of what Burnley are showing at the moment. It's not been good enough, but maybe people are also drawing this conclusion, myself included, based on the fact that they were just so solid last season. They were incredibly tight defensively. They only conceded 16 goals across the entire championship season, but the key word there is championship, and the Premier League is a completely different beast. Yes, they're playing at home, but I think still Leeds. If I need to pick a winner, it's Leeds. Most likely it's a draw.
Yeah, interesting. And over to you, Max. The duo of Bournemouth and Crystal Palace find themselves in the top 6 at this stage of the season. Pretty interesting, right? And they've been 2 of the standout sides or 2 of the surprise sides so far this season, if you put it that way. So now the question is, what kind of fixture can we expect at Selhurst Park between Bournemouth and Crystal Palace?
I'd say pretty much the same as I said about Brighton with Newcastle. It just feels like both teams are going to score, and honestly, looking at this pair, I just feel like it's a draw straight. I don't know why. It just looks like they're going to play like 1-1, maybe 2-2, something like that, but I don't see a winner here because both teams are not going to be playing bad, most likely, and also I just feel like both of them would be fine with the draw at this stage of the season. So probably if there is a 1-1 score on 65th or 70th minute, it just feels like they're gonna end the game in this fashion. So I'd say it's gonna be a draw.
Interesting. And just on the final note for this video, Victor, only 3 points separate 19th placed West Ham and 16th placed Brentford. Who is the favorite between both sides for this game?
Oh man, this one's gonna be brutal to watch. Honestly, I don't see a favorite. I genuinely don't. I can't lean any which way. The only thing, what I said in the predictions video was I'm backing Bowen to score, but that's gonna mean nothing because defensively West Ham are shambles. Um, yeah, let's go West Ham. I mean, maybe because yeah, I don't know, they're playing at home and it's a Monday night or whatever. But honestly, it's really hard to pick a favorite for this one.
Yeah, exactly. Both teams are playing so bad at the moment that you can't even
Yeah.
point to one side being better than the other. But yeah, we're just going to have to wait and see how that one unfolds. We've still got more Premier League games to talk about in another video, and make sure you stay tuned so you don't miss out on our analysis for the rest of the Premier League games this weekend.